Hi guys, so I'm here. I'm going to make a quick video. Anyhow, I'm going to be making a video. I was inspired by Brittany and Baby, and I will link her channel down below if you guys want to check her out. She's a cool YouTube mom. Her baby is really, really cute. But she made a video about her parenting style, and I don't know, I'm sure other people have probably made a video similar to that, but I thought that since my daughter's 1 year old, birthday is coming up in less than 2 weeks, like a week and a half, this would be a good time to kind of make a video about my parenting style, what it is right now, what I think it's going to be in the future, and of course this could all change when she gets older depending on what kind of kid she is or how my views change or whatever, but right now this is how I am and how I plan to be in the future. And I just want to say that I don't need to hear your comments if you don't agree with me. You parent your child the way you want to, and I won't tell you anything negative about it, and I will parent my child the way that I feel is right. Anyways, so basically what my parenting style is right now, I would say that I am a pretty easygoing parent. She is almost 1 year old, and I do everything completely on demand. She naps when she falls asleep, usually in my arms. Sometimes I'll lay her down, but she naps when she naps. If she's not tired for a day, she may not nap at all. I won't force her to nap. If she's extra tired one day, she may end up napping multiple times for long periods of time. She eats when she wants to eat. It's always been that way since day one. If she is hungry when she first wakes up, she eats. If she's not, we wait a while and then we'll try again. So I don't force a schedule on her, and by me not forcing a schedule on her that she's not comfortable with, even at a young age, like say once she was 1 month old, by me not saying, okay, you're eating every 2 hours, 8, 10, noon, like that she may not have been comfortable with, and there would be issues from me forcing that on her, she has been able to take the freedom and kind of created her own schedule, and now generally she does take a nap at the same time, and generally she does eat around the same times or in the same spaces between her eating, but that's a schedule that she's created on her own because of her tastes and her likes and her dislikes and her needs. So she has developed that scheduling and everything on her own. I did not force any schedule on her. Another thing that I do on demand is respond to her on demand. And some of you are really probably not going to like this, but some of you other moms know what I'm talking about. She will be 1 in a week and a half, and she does not sleep through the night. Some nights she is still up every 2 hours, and some nights she only gets up once. But I do not let her cry for more than about 5 to 7 minutes. I'll let her, kind of work it out on her own for 5 to 7 minutes. That is the max that I will leave her in there if she woke up. If she hasn't kind of worked it out on her own and fell back asleep, then I go in there, I soothe her, I walk around with her, I rock her, feed her, whatever she needs until she falls back asleep. And some of you might think I'm crazy for still doing that when she's 1 year old, but that's what she needs right now, and she needs to be comforted that way. And I know that when she's 16, 17 years old, I'm going to look back and miss those times and just want them back so desperately that I will take all the cuddling time and all the extra moments that I can get with her right now. Let's see. So basically that's all about how everything I do so far is on demand. Another thing is that I am pretty easygoing with her. I let her explore, I let her make messes, as long as it's not like a safety issue, like outlets or cords or wires or glass or different things like that that could physically hurt her. As long as it's not that, I let her explore. I let her pull all my pots and pans out of the cupboards. I let her pull every diaper out of the space where I keep diapers in. Sometimes I'll give her a sippy cup with juice in it, and she will roll it all over the floor and leave little drips of juice all over our wood floor. But I let her do that because she's exploring, she's learning. The floors can be washed, the dishes can be put back in the cupboard, but I'm never going to get those experiences back with her, so I'm just taking it for what it is. So I guess right now she doesn't have many boundaries in the house other than if it's a safety issue. If she's going to hurt herself, like I said, then of course it's a no-no, and she cannot do it. But other than that, if she wants to pull all the coloring books out and dump the box of crayons on the floor, it happens every day. And I don't stress about it. I let her do it. She's having fun, she's learning, she's exploring, and that's one of the best ways that kids learn, is just by doing little things like that. Another thing that I kind of already touched on, as in as far as TV and things like that go, she watches a small amount of TV, probably altogether that she actually is watching. I'd say it's less than an hour every day, and it's not all in one, it's like little bits by bits. Of course, all she watches is certain shows that I'm okay with. There's even kids shows that I don't let her watch just because I'm not okay with them. But I don't by any means think that if you let your kid watch TV, they're going to be ruined or they're not going to be smart. My daughter is very smart, and I do not replace the parenting and the playtime with a television by any means, but you can also learn things from TV. There's multiple ways of learning, and I like to do a little bit of everything. A little exploring, some reading, some singing, and TV is just part of that equation that helps her learn. So I'm definitely not anti-TV when it comes to kids, as long as it is age appropriate, and you know, you will decide if that's right for your kid, how much time is okay for them, and everything like that. Another thing when it comes to my parenting style and discipline, and this is kind of an emotional subject for me because I feel like me and her father do not agree on this. I don't want to spank her at all. I am not for spanking my child. If you do that to your child, that's what you do, and I don't think you're a bad parent. I don't think your child's going to be ruined by it at all. It's just I do not have the heart to spank my child, nor do I think it is the most effective form of discipline. I was spanked as a child, so was my husband. We are both completely fine. We're not scarred from it, but I don't think it was the most effective way for me to learn. I don't think I learned my lessons from it, or I wouldn't have kept getting spankings all the time. There are other things that you can do that are really proven to help a lot more than spanking, and it's just kind of a confusing message to send to a child if they hit you and you want to discipline them, so you spank their butt. That's hitting. Or if they hit another kid, so you spank their butt. It's kind of a confusing message, I think, to send to a child. But of course, like I said, if you choose to spank your kid, that's what you choose to do, and by no means do I think that you're a bad parent for doing that or they're going to be scarred. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think it is the way that I want to go, but like I said, it's kind of a touchy subject because her dad is on a little different page than me on that, and we need to get on the same page because whatever form of discipline we do, we both need to be together and in agreement on it and using the same discipline day in and day out, not mommy does this and daddy does this and all that kind of stuff. So we do need to talk more about that. Of course, she's not even close to old enough for like a spanking right now. She's not even a year yet, but when the time comes, we'll work that out, I guess. But I just think there's lots more effective ways of disciplining. If you're talking about a kid, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of age, I feel like timeout is so much more effective. And it doesn't break my heart to put a kid in timeout like it would to spank them. I know when I was a kid, sometimes I was spanked and sometimes I was put in timeout. And to have to sit still in timeout in a quiet room and just be quiet, that was like torture. That was such a bad form of discipline. But it didn't hurt me emotionally, whereas a spanking, in some cases, I'm not going to get all into it because this is going to get heated discussion, but I just think timeout can be more effective for kids that age. If you want to go up ages more, 6, 7, up into the elementary age, taking away something, taking away a toy, taking away a video game, taking away their bike, whatever, for a certain amount of time can be very effective. Writing sentences, I've heard of people doing that, writing sentences, I will not hit my brother, I will not hit my brother, I will not hit my brother, something like that. It gets it in their head, and you're not using a physical force to beat it into them. You're working with them, you're talking about it. And then once they're teenagers, of course, the spanking kind of goes out the window. So if you rely on spanking the whole time they're in elementary school, what are you going to do when they're 16 years old and they're bad? You're not going to spank them, so you better have a backup plan. Sorry, she's getting fussy, but That's basically how I would sum up like my parenting style at the moment. Of course, there's so much more in depth I could get to, you know, what she's a teenager. Am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do that? I don't want to get too much into that, but basically it's just like a mutual respect, the parent respecting the child's needs and wants and desires, and the child respecting what the parent tells them to do. And I think if you have a good relationship with your child, they're a lot better chance that they're going to listen to what you say in the first place, and you're not going to need the discipline. I also always want to have a really close relationship with her, you know, open channels of communication, so that if she's feeling a certain way, she can come tell me instead of acting out or trying to get attention in other ways, or rebelling or anything like that, that she can just come and sit down and talk with me. And all that communication starts really young, when they're really little kids, you know. You can sit down with a 2-year-old and ask them how they're feeling. Ask them, why do you want to be naughty? You can ask them questions like that instead of going straight to yelling, spanking, whatever. So again, these are just my personal opinions. This is how I'm choosing to do things right now. Like I said, by no means do I think any of you are bad parents if you do the complete opposite of me. It's what works for kids. And for some kids, my tactics might not work at all, and who knows, maybe they won't work for my child. But it's just a lot of different opinions, and I'm just doing what I think is best for my daughter. And when it comes to the on-demand thing that I was talking about, I know some parents are very strict on putting their kids on a schedule, especially like a sleep schedule for sleep, or putting their kids on an eating schedule so that it's easier for them. And that's fine. If that's what you need to do, do that, especially if you're a working mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I have 100% of my time to devote to my daughter's needs and wants and be at her beck and call. But if you need to put your kid on a schedule, then of course that's okay as well. But to me, it's just when you decide to be a parent, you decide you're going to be selfless, and you're going to put your child's needs before your own. And of course, that is as she's an infant and she needs things like naps and diaper changes and bottles. When she gets older, it's not like it's going to be completely on demand, because that's called a spoiled child. And she's not just going to be able to, you know, grab food whenever she wants when she's, you know, 6 years old and eat throughout the day and not eat dinner, or take a nap at 5 o'clock and not go to bed that night. Once she is older, it's a little different. They can start to understand, no, this is bedtime and this is dinner time and stuff like that. But as an infant, her needs are what matter most. So if she cries, I'm there, pick her up. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I hear a peep out of her, that's where my mind goes, and that's what I do. So anyhow, I should probably stop rambling. But these are kind of my parenting views and just where I'm at right now. And like I said, this is parenting from 0 to 1. So I am not by any means saying I'm a perfect parent, or I'm arrived, or I have it all figured out, or I know exactly what I'm doing, because I've only got 1 year done, and you're a parent for a lifetime. So who knows? But I got 1 year down, and I think I'm doing pretty well. Like I said, she's very smart, she's very well adjusted, she's very friendly, happy, and healthy. I will be making a video hopefully soon before her birthday, which is October 31st on Halloween. Hopefully before then, or right around then, I'll be making a video, just an update with her, and kind of showing you guys what she can do so far at 1 year old. She's walking, she's talking, she's singing, she's doing lots of different fun stuff. So hopefully I can get like a 1 year update out to you guys of that. Also, her birthday party is going to be this coming up Saturday the 27th, and I'll be sure to videotape that for you guys. And I've got some other things planned that kind of have to do with her, because I want you guys to get to know our family and our life a little bit more, other than just like the beauty kind of videos that I've been making in the past, because I'm more than makeup and hair and fashion and all that kind of stuff, a lot more. That's a very small part of my life. The main part of my life is running around home in sweats and no makeup and with a baby on my hip. So I want you guys to see the real side of me as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know down below. Otherwise, I hope you guys subscribe if you're not already. And everybody have a great week. Bye!